Greetings to everyone. This is your host Ash Khan and you are watching Consumer Pakistan News Channel. In today's bulletin,
Google's anti-tracking features. According to a report from Bloomberg, Google is working on something that will let you stop cross-app tracking on Android, but the feature is still in the early stages. The news was hinted by a Google spokesperson who said that the company is always looking for ways to work with developers to raise the bar on privacy while enabling a healthy ad-supported app ecosystem. However, some of Bloomberg's anonymous sources revealed that the company wants to find a balance between privacy-conscious users and the financial needs of advertisers and developers. Google is one of the wealthiest companies in the world that makes a big chunk of its revenue through digital ads, raking in more than $100 billion annually. There is little known about Google's upcoming anti-tracking features, but we will likely hear more in the upcoming months. Sugar prices to remain high. It has been revealed by JDW Sugar Mills, a leading sugar manufacturer, that the prices of sugar will remain elevated owing to both a significant drop in its production and a considerable increase in the production cost during the ongoing year. According to a report submitted to the Pakistan Stock Exchange on 2nd February, JDW Sugar Mills, which is owned by the PTI stalwart Jahangir Khan Tareen, claimed that the price of sugar in the market will naturally remain on the higher side. The government, as usual, wants the sugar industry to sell sugar at prices far below the actual production cost. The price had surged to Rs 100 per kg in some parts of the country, including the Twin Cities, during the ongoing week. A couple of months ago, the prices had shot up to Rs 110 per kg in the retail market as compared to around Rs 80 per kg between March to May last year. The government had attributed the price hike to the strong presence of the sugarcane contractor mafia. 5,000 megawatts of electricity to generate by Punjab. To reduce its dependence on the national grid, the government of Punjab is planning to generate over 5,000 megawatts of electricity. It intends to facilitate the generation of 300 megawatts of electricity by initiating a number of small hydropower projects under short, medium and long-term strategies by 2024. It has already floated tenders to begin the construction of 12 mini hydropower projects before June 2021. According to a report shared with the government, Punjab is seeking the supply of the electricity to several off-grid villages and requires the development of generation facilities near load centers or clusters, the exploration of oil and gas, the retrofitting of 300 megawatts of solar energy at the 600 megawatts Quaid-e-Azam Solar Park, and the establishment of an identified 1000 megawatts wind corridor at Rajanpur. It also needs to encourage the use of rooftop solar energy for households and public institutes and the addition of public institutes and energy conservation building codes. Karachi Circular Railway completes its trial run. On Friday, Pakistan Railways successfully carried out a test run of the Karachi Circular Railway from the city railway station to Aurangi town. The trial run that was conducted prior to connecting the 14-kilometer track was monitored by KCR officers and engineers. A statement issued by Pakistan Railways claimed that the media reports about derailment during the trial run and an accident near Sher Shah are false, adding that the trial train had traversed smoothly to and from Aurangi station and city station. The statement clarified that the 30-minute break near Sher Shah had been pre-planned to inspect the operational parameters, but that it had been misconstrued as alleged derailment and an accident. Presently, the operational KCR route is between the city station and the Pipri station on Pakistan Railways main line 1 track. which will soon include the trek from city station to Aurangi town. Floor prices increased in Sindh. The latest hike comes only a day after Prime Minister Imran Khan directed that all required administrative measures be undertaken to ensure flour is available at low rates. In the absence of any effective price control mechanism, millers on Friday pushed up flour prices once again. Retailers in various areas are demanding Rs 370 for 5 kg branded fine flour and Rs 720 for 10 kg bags, which were available for Rs 340 to 350 and Rs 680 a few days back. Flour number 2.5 price has been raised by Rs 5 to Rs 65 per kg, according to a miller that he cannot share price movement in flour varieties as every mill is acting on its own due to very slow supply of wheat from the Sindh government. As a result, millers are bound to lift wheat from the open market. This kind of situation has given a free hand to the retailers to charge prices as per the area, he added. The miller said each factory would get 10,000 bags of 100 kg wheat this month as compared to an average 15,300 bags in January. The mills at least need an average of 25,000 wheat bags a month to keep flour supply smooth, he stressed. The increase in flour prices appears surprising in the backdrop of massive wheat imports by the public and private sector, as well as the availability of local crop which arrived in the market in March and April last year.
Thank you for watching Consumer Pakistan News Channel. This is I, Ash Khan. See you in the next bulletin. Until then, take care and goodbye.